Warning: some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Fucking touch me, man. Don't fucking touch me. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Fucking tough guy. You got a nice clip of time, so fucking tough. Fuck around. Mace me, motherfucker. I got the mace in my ground. Fucking mace me. Go ahead and fucking mace me. Go fucking ahead and mace me, nigga. Fuck around and find out. Don't touch me, old man. Don't fucking touch me, old man. Don't fucking touch me, man. Don't fucking touch me. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Fucking tough guy. You got a nice clip of time, so fucking tough. Fuck around.
All right, guys, you've seen the video, and now we're going to talk about it a little bit here. It was a alleged proclaimed security guard that did that, and they're charging this guy with top rung offense, which you're going to find out right here. But these protests are getting out of hand. I mean, we've been protesting since, was it May 31st, right? Yeah, I think May 31st, May 29th, that weekend. They've been protesting since then. And here it is, October 12th, still protesting. Before I get to that, I know a sidebar. Some people are very upset about my Christopher Columbus comment. Look, I want to address something here real quick while I have the opportunity. I know that Christopher Columbus discovered America, and I know that a lot of people say he was a great icon in America. He discovered the land and so forth. But there are so many stories, and I've read them, and it's on Wikipedia as well, of him taking natives from the land, from North America, taking them prisoner and making them direct him to gold and to their valuables and stealing their items, and you know what I mean? So, and people are saying, well, back in that day, everybody did that. What, everybody attacked the Native Americans? That's just not right. So I wasn't attacking Columbus so much, rather than I was criticizing him for the treatment of natives that he extended when he went to the new lands. Even though he may have been a great discoverer, he was also a great tyrant of Native Americans. And somebody said, you sound awful anti-immigrant. Why? Because I don't like people coming here and torturing and committing tyranny on Native Americans. That makes me anti-immigrant? I guess. Maybe I'm pro-Native American. Let's get to our story here, this protest and what you saw in the video at the beginning. Thank you to NBC News for this story. One person was killed Saturday in downtown Denver near dueling protests between far-right and far-left groups, but it was not immediately clear whether the shooting was tied to either rally, police said. The shooting occurred outside the Denver Art Museum after protests were winding down outside the nearby Civic Center, where a Patriot rally competed with a Black Lives Matter soup drive. At least one suspect was taken into custody, and a homicide investigation continues, Denver police said. NBC affiliate KUSA of Denver reported that a producer and a private security contractor hired by the station were taken into custody. The producer has been released, and the security contractor was identified as the suspect, KUSA reported. In an apparent effort to quash rumors, police tweeted that the security guard is not affiliated with anti-fascist protesters. They said further investigation has determined the suspect is a private security guard with no affiliation with Antifa. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. Division Chief Joe Montoya said a verbal altercation preceded the shooting. 2 guns and a mace canister were recovered from the scene, Montoya added. He said, quote, "We don't want any erroneous information going out, any speculation, because that's really what hurts us and what gets everybody angry and motivated to commit more violence, and that's what we're trying to prevent." Montoya added that Saturday's competing protests drew a large police presence even before the shooting took place. He said, "We had two groups with opposing views, and we know that can always get very tense, and there's always the potential for violence." He was adding that the police kept the two groups from approaching each other during the rallies. Helen Richardson, the staff photographer for the Denver Post, who captured the image of the shooting, called the incident scary and terrifying in her Instagram post. She said, quote, "The entire thing lasted only a few seconds and happened right in front of me." She was then taken into police custody to give testimony as an eyewitness. Taken into police custody to give testimony as an eyewitness. See, when you're an eyewitness, all of a sudden you're taken into police custody. You're under arrest until we get what you saw, and then we'll let you go. I guess, I don't know. But in this instance, yeah, I probably would have given testimony too, because this is a very, very tragic event, and this guy shot this dude just because he had a canister of pepper spray. So I don't know. I probably would have done that too. But she goes on to say, "This whole thing just saddens me beyond words. I fear for what the weeks ahead hold for all of us." Now, she says, "I fear for what the weeks ahead hold for all of us." What about the weeks behind? This whole year, half the year, the year started out with a pandemic, the coronavirus. In March, late March, is when I started working from home. By order of my employer, who said, "We don't want anybody in the office getting anybody else sick. You guys are going to work from home." May 31st, 29th to the 31st is when the protests started winding up. Here it is, October 12th, as I've said, and we're still protesting. So the weeks ahead are going to be just the same as they've been in the past. Same protesting, people getting hurt, people getting killed, cops in fear for their lives. It's just terrible. This is crazy. I want to know what you all think about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast on Columbus Day.